There's two. There's space in between these two because there's. It doesn't. There isn't a middle form. Basically, it is a muscled. There is a family of 3 and family of 4. I got the more rare family of 4 because family of 4 is rarer than family of 3. But I got 2 family of 4 in a row, which is weird. Then I have Setotl. It's evolved form Setitan, which is so cool. There's basically a Skeledredge. This one's final form because it does have an evolved form. This is the pseudo legendary. It is the first non-legendary dragon ice type, which is phenomenal. Tigaton, which is the fairy steel type. And yes, I do have the final form. And then Setitan are the first 4 of my final team of 6. I don't know what the other 2 are going to be. We'll see. And then this is the first form. Frigibax. England. This is the first form of the pseudo legendary. This one's the final form. And what level does it evolve at? Level it evolves at will depend on whether I levels at 54 depends. Archbax falls into Baxcalibur, which is so cool. That's gonna be that's permanent. Like these 4 are permanent. Are my permanent team members. I don't know what my last 2 are gonna be. It all depends on when I get the last ones. Then these 3 are the same Pokemon, just different forms. There's the orange form, the red form, and the yellow form. I have Silazard. I have Pommy. Pomo. And then I'm going to have this evolve form soon. I have a rare candy, so I will evolve it. I might evolve it this stream. I don't know. I have Wattrel. And Kilowattrel. Which is... I like that name. It's an electric flying type. Which is a good type. I love that type. It's just really bad. It's just not a good type in competitive. Bombardier. It's a flying dark type. Basically like Mandibuzz. This is just normal flying. This is Squawkabilly. There's blue and yellow. There's also green and white, which goes into these 2 slots. I have Flamingo. Cloth, which is a lot bigger than you'd think. Then Nasili. Knucklestack. And I did evolve my other Knucklestack into Garnackle. Or Garganackle. Any of the, like I said, you will see a couple of things once I put the video on YouTube. So you'll see that. Then I have Glimora. I don't have its pre-evolved form. I got this in a Wonder Trade. Or a Surprise Trade, sorry. I have Shroodle. And its evolved form, Graphii. This is based off of the II. Then I have Fido. And its evolved form, Dashbun. It's adorable. They have Maschief. And Maboschief. Bramblin. And I don't have its evolved form. There's a few Pokemon that need to walk 1,000 steps and then level up before it can evolve. Yeah. Then there's Gimmighoul. This is chest form. You can get the... I don't know if it's out yet on Pokemon Go, but it will be soon. where you can get the Wandering form of Gimmighoul. And then its evolved form. It does have an evolved form. I don't know if it's Wandering form will have a different evolved form or not. I don't know. It might. But right now, this is the Gimmighoul. I need 999 Gimmighoul coins. Yeah. I'll show you how much I have so far. Then I did get this in Wonder Trade. This is a future Pokemon. This is Iron Bundle. So yeah. The first form, Tinkatink, for the Fairy Steel type. I have Charcadet. This one's going to turn into Armor Rouge. Then the other one I had to evolve is Violet. I can't remember the name. Then I have Toad School. Or Toad's Cool. And Toad's Cruel. Basically, like, they could have done this as a regional variant of Tentacruel and Tentacruel, but they didn't. They're their own Pokemon. And then this is Bisharp's evolved form. This is the regional variant Wooper's evolved form, Clodesire, and then like Primeape needed an evolution as well, and that is Fighting Ghost, which is a fairly good type. Like, this is not a regional variant. This is not an evolution of regional variant. This is Primeape's canonical evolution, which is great. I love that Primeape finally gets some recognition, because I love Primeape. Like, I loved it in the anime. I loved it in the games. I'm pretty sure on my first team in Pokemon Yellow, I had a Primeape. That was on my team that I went into the league with. I don't have that copy of Pokemon Yellow anymore. But like Primeape, I love Primeape, but it's just Primeape on its own. Like in the first generation, Fighting type, phenomenal type. Don't get me wrong, Fighting type is a phenomenal type. And then after that, they had a lot more Psychic types and a lot more types that are super effective against it. So it's great against Dark types. It's great against Steel types. So it's great against the two new types that were announced in Gen 2. But there were a lot more Psychic types, readily available Psychic types from Gen 2 onward, which really hangered on this. But now, Primeape's good against Psychic types, because it's Ghost type as well. That it does mean it is weak to Ghost types. It is immune to normal type moves, all normal type moves, which is good. Except for, like, Pokemon with Order Sleuth and those type that allows it to hit anyone, even Ghost types. Because there are some moves like that and some abilities. But yeah, so those are the Pokemon so far. Yeah, Bisharp has a different. Like I said, Bisharp, love this Pokemon. Like I love this Pokemon as soon as it was released. In Gen 5, like Bisharp is probably my second favorite Pokemon chain. Like Bisharp's line is probably my second favorite line, next to Lucario, because Lucario just like infinite tier for me at least. So I have Bisharp in my team so that it can evolve. And I have Pomo on my team. It depends. This is a electric fighting, which I'm so glad that they have an electric fighting type. Because Jesus, like there's a couple electric Pokemon that should have been electric fighting types. Like the Electabuzz line should have been, and it would have worked really good electric fighting type for the Electabuzz line. Other Pokemon that I have the Palladian Wooper. Yes, I have a Riolu on here Because, well, I have to have Lucario in every generation, so I might have Lucario in my final team just because of that. So I think for now, I have Riolo on my team. Until I can get to the point where I can evolve this. For now. And then I have, there is 3 new forms. There's this form, which is just fighting type. This is the combat type. Or combat breed. There is a water breed and a fire breed. I can get fire breed in here. I gotta find out where to get it, because I want all 3. And then I have a Pincurchin. There is a trade. I know there is a trade. For a Haunter, and you actually get a Gengar this time. It's not like Gen 4 where you get a Haunter and it holding an Everstone. This is not holding any item. Alright. And then yes, my first shiny. You will see the video of me actually capturing this shiny. Now this one I'm going after. I'm specifically going after this Titan because I can give. It has more for me to do. Allows me to swim. Allows Koraidon to swim in water, or to. Yeah, swim in water. It's like deep water. So that's good. It's also the second one on the list, so that actually is helpful. First one was Dash, which was the Titan Cloth, which you saw. This one's the Open Sky Titan. So that's what I'm doing. Bombardier. That's a huge bird. Oh. The Titan Bombardier began eating. Yeah, that's the. Sure, you managed to get the Titan somehow, huh? Oh, so that's the Open Sky Titan. Wait, is this Titan what's been dropping all those boulders? I was lucky enough to be able to sneak up here because it had all its attention on you, little bit. It looks like it's trying to power itself up, like with this. Yeah, the magical herb. Rock type Pokemon. Try to drop rocks on folks is dangerous. Let's give this thing a good taste of. One hit KO. Well, my starter, like this is my starter Pokemon. This is the original one I got. And you can't capture them. I know, I tried. That one's only level 20 when I'm level 50 something. Yes, way to go, dragons. Looks like we don't have to worry about any more boulders falling on us now, huh? And same with Cloth, going into the cave. There has to be more that Herba Mystica it ate in here. Let's hurry and find it before the Titan comes back for another go at us. You can't fight this Titan. You can't fight the Titans again. Which sucks. I would love to be able to battle them. If we're lucky, there'll be another herb here. I knew it! This one's green. Herba Mystica. It really is here. This one of those herbs. Make no mistake. Bitter Herba Mystica. Ooh, I did it. Thanks, dragons. Now let's see. What does the book have to say? Bitter Herba Mystica, great for your circulation. It really gets the blood flowing. And that warms you right up. Nice and toasty, even boosting the immune system. So as someone who does cook, if you have a bitter ingredient, you add a little bit of sugar just to counteract the bitterness. Unless you like bitter taste. But that's why a lot of times when you add like tomatoes... No, tomatoes aren't bitter. They're acidic a little bit. No, they're a little bit bitter. When you get them ripe, like I like them. I eat them like apples sometimes. But a lot of times you add something sweet into the dish to counteract that. A lot of people, when they're making sauces, they'll add a little bit of sugar to counteract the bitterness of the tomatoes and the other ingredients there. You don't need to, but a lot of people do. I'm not one of them. Or so it says. Or like something that doesn't have to be sweet. A lot of people add sugar because a lot of people like sweeter things. But you can add other ingredients just to counterbalance the bitterness. Like you can get something like a sharp taste, like sharp cheddar or something like that. If I can just slip this into a tasty salmon and get him to eat some. Oh, what are you waiting for, dragons? It's time to dig in. I'll whip us something first. And Bob your uncle. Yeah. There you go, my special whimsical herb-filled super sandwich. Comes a side of Titan badge as a token of my gratitude, of course. There's the flying Titan. I've done 3 gyms so far, by the way. And, of course, Crichton. Like, I had to give him the sandwich because I need the boost. Oh, come on, you again? I think he likes me because I give him sandwiches. Well, good thing I made extra. So I did not make extra so that Crichton could have a sandwich, okay? Crichton will be able to move across water now. Did it grow stronger again? I think I had... Oh yeah, to be able to capture him, I have to actually get him, I do have to beat all the Titans. That makes sense. Man, these Herba Mystica really do pack a punch, don't they? I mean, they'd better or else I'm really up the creek. Don't you? He's just someone passionate about making other people sandwiches. Making food. He's like... Ah! This is Bustiff, my partner. Aw. Aw. Looks like he isn't doing well. Aww. Aww. Give it. I like that they actually flush out the characters here. Like a lot of the Pokemon games, you have a rival, stuff like that. They don't really flush out many of the support characters. Like even Gen 1, well, Gen 1 could be excused because Gen 1, they had to fit so much. They fit so much in like a small cartridge. In the 90s. So that's understandable. But same with Gen 2, but Gen 3 onwards, they didn't flush out a lot of the characters. Like the main characters, they did. Don't get me wrong, the main characters they definitely did. But a lot of the support, like I know Arvin, however you pronounce it, is technically considered a main character. But even then, a lot of the main characters weren't really fleshed out. Like I love that this game actually fleshes out a lot of the characters. Like he's trying to find something to help his partner Pokemon feel better. So I promise I make him feel better, whatever it takes. I searched online, I read books, I looked all over and tried every cure and remedy I could find, but nothing really worked. I'd almost given up hope. That's when I found out about the Herba Mystica. I found it in my mom's lab. Area 0 was home to wondrous herbs that instantly impart vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica and attempted to grow some in areas around Paldea. However, before we could harvest, the herbs were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. We call these Titan Pokemon. Ah, okay. It's this book full of crazy stories and legends and stuff nobody usually believed. But I believe it. I think that's what it says is true. And according to this book, eating all 5 Herba Mystica can cure anything that ails you. Case in point, my boss have paused our solid ice before he ate the last herb, but they've warmed up a little now. I'm sure they have. Which is why when Koraidon eats and Miraidon, however, whatever game you're playing, when they eats the sandwiches, he gets his power. He starts getting because something happened to Koraidon or Miraidon, whichever one, to cause them to lose all their power. So eating all 5 they gain their full power back. I just hope that, like, I know this is a game, and I know they're not going to show death in the game. Like, it's rated. E for everyone. Let's see. It's rated E for everyone. So they wouldn't show death in the game because that would not be E for everyone. And this is like your whole journey is to, like, this whole Titan thing is to get all the herbs, and he's feeding them all to his partner. I think that was his starter. A lot of times people get more attached to their starter than most of the other Pokemon. I just needed the swim ability. That's the main reason. Oh, you done eating, bud? Can you see it? Are your eyes open? Oh, it's like I know. I read a little bit ahead on this. Well, not the story, just the pictures. And you do battle him in the end after everything. And one of his Pokemon team is Mabostiff. So obviously it gets healed. Aww. The power of these herbs is amazing. I knew the book wasn't lying. I'm gonna bring Mabostiff back to full health, I swear. Yeah, that's my story. 3 herbs to go. Let's find them together. That does make sense why he's so protective of at least one of the sandwiches. Hello, dragons. This is Sada. I detect Koraidon has regained more of its original power. While reading up on it, it seems you now be able to move across water. Koraidon can now move across bodies of water, opening new ways to go around. If you press P while you're on the water, Koraidon can even jump. Ooh! This is basically Basculegion from Legends Arceus, which is good. I'm relying on you to continue taking good care of Koraidon. Let's check this out, shall we? Oh! Shoot him. Oh. Let's move you. There, those 3. Yeah, because I am also going to challenge a Team Star. This is so cool. So let's see, where am I going? No, that wrong way. So I need the dark one. Yeah. So what I'm going to do Okay. Anyways, let's set the destination to... She's thinking of this. I have to do this one to get to the next gym. This is technically the first one on the list. Whoa, whoa, hold it, you. Up ahead is base operation by Team Dark or Star Dark's crew. It says Segan Squad. Yep, and we don't take time to random kids sniffing around our turf. Sorry, but if you don't turn yourself around here, amigo, we'll have to send you packing. Just going on a hunch, but are you that Dragon's kid? You know, piece of work you're out to get for declaring war on Team Star. Maybe I am. Maybe I am, he says. Cool as a cucumber. Honestly, honesty is not always the best policy, you know. You know what? Doesn't matter who you are. You're not getting through. Mercado. Scarlet Dredge. Actually, I'm gonna... So I think the Star Mobile, sorry. I see you took care of the guards. Nice work. Now hold up in that base is Team Star's Dark Crew, the Segan Squad. The boss, Giacomo, pretty much runs the whole team of Team Star. He also produced that wild soundtrack of theirs himself. He's a sharp guy, even our declaration of war wouldn't have ruffled him in the slightest. His plan is probably to wear you down with a wave of grunt, then finish you off. But there's no use trying to outthink strategic type like him. Bring him down with a head-on attack. Just keep on defeating as many Pokemon as you can until the big man himself shows up. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe Segan Squad off the map. Okay, so I am going to... So I have my electric fighting, just because I think the Star Mobile actually goes to the level of your top Pokemon, and I don't want it to be Scarlet Dredge, which is level 52, because I don't think I'd be able to beat it. Because Scarlet Dredge is my strongest Pokemon. Then I have Tinkaton. Yeah, this will be fine. And him again. Some kid lucked out beating one of our sister squads. Now he thinks he can take us on. Time to give him the boot, gang. Let's show this Gatecrasher what Team Star can do. If you're listening, Gatecrasher, know this. Unless you can beat 30 for Pokemon in 10 minutes, our both ones lift. Yeah, same as the previous one. Yeah, that's the hammer of Tinkerton. Okay. And there we go. Vroom wheels. Vavaroom. Vavaroom. Giacomo. Giacomo. However you pronounce it. You've done a real number on us, Party Crasher. Dragons with it. I am Giacomo. The dark at the deck. I go by DJ Vice. Call me whichever. It's a vibe either way. Nice to meet you all and all. But how's about we skip straight to our outro? Don't worry. I'll play you a sick requiem as you crash and burn. Let's get this party started. Poniard. You don't really think that's your thing through, do you, darling? We're on Team Star. Really bad move. There goes Poniard. Let's see what level it is. If it's level 27, then I know copies the first Pokemon team. Level 20. Okay. Then no, it doesn't. This will get the Intimidate off. Special defense, that's fine. Giacomo. Giacomo. Again, I don't know if I pronounced that name right. I guess that's that. About a year and a half ago. Guess that's that. What's up, Giacomo? Did something happen? Big Boss just wanted to wanted my take on some stuff, so we had a chat and settled a few plans. A few plans like what? Operation Star, first of all, and also a new code of conduct for the team. You know how tons of new members have joined up recently? We figured we gotta make some team rules, like a code, so we're all on the same page. Nice. You'll come up with a great code for us, won't you, Giacomo? No thanks. Way too much pressure. I mean, yeah, I used to be the president of the student council, but you know everyone ended up hating me after that, right? Of course we know. You forced a ton of stuffy rules on everyone and they wouldn't take it. We got some other nerd to replace you after like 5 minutes. I cannot help but concur. Male students' hair must stray no further than 1.8 inches below the nape and so forth. Your rules vexation was manifested. My point exactly. It's like he breaks his own rules with his hair. So you'll all agree that I shouldn't be led anywhere near this new code. But you always know the best for the team. Giacomo, you look out for us. You've earned our trust many times over. Without you, Team Star wouldn't work. That stuck-up student council prez isn't who you are anymore, man. A code written by Giacomo I'm looking at now. I'd follow that any day. That's what I. Okay. Thanks for the ego boost, everyone. I'll do it. I'll write up the darn code. I did the best I could. I wrote the code myself, and there's no going back on it now. My days as boss are over. So here, take my star badge, would ya? At least he follows his own rule. Now. This is dark. I'll give you this choice, TM2. You've earned it, fair and square. Foul play. Makes sense. So this is how the party ends. Let's talk about those Pokemon over here. They're crazy strong, huh? You learn those trainer chops at the academy, like what moves you should use and stuff. Huh, okay. You like it at the academy? Having fun? No kidding. Sorry to interrupt, but are you Giacomo? Wasn't expecting a giant pompadour to make guest appearance today. You get a Quaxwell up, style that up for you. And just after a quick word, would you mind? Sure, I can tell it's going to be something annoying, but I guess news freed up for time. Thanks, I'll get straight to it. Things all of you and Team Star are headed for expulsion if you keep your current activities. So why don't you break up the team and start attending class at the academy again? That's what you want to know? As it happens, we're actually waiting on a pal, though we don't know if they'll be coming back. A pal? Close friend of yours, are they? We're only the strongest boss in all of Team Star. Like how he's top champion who's the absolute #1 trainer, you know? They're the ones who invited us, us other bosses, to form a team. We call them the Big Boss. Where's this big boss of yours now? Ooh. Wouldn't we like to know? We haven't heard from him in, I don't know, maybe a year and a half now? We thought that if we kept Team Star going, then they'd get back in touch one day. But the teachers keep pressuring us to call it quits, and then we get party crashers like you two. Maybe the big boss did ditch us. They were talking about breaking up the team before and all. So Team Star and this big boss of yours, they're really that important to you. Is the sky blue? Let me put it in words you eggheads at the academy might understand. They're my greatest treasure. One sec. I was just reading a little ahead. Sorry. Not really. Oh. Dragons, it's me. I take it that Giacomo's star badge is now in your possession? I see. With this boss out of the picture, Team Seeking Squad is pretty much done for. Giacomo. Sorry, I got distracted for a second there again. Now about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. It's probably dark types. That's me. Okay. Right in. Crichton, like I said, Crichton reminds me of so much of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. It's unreal. I guess this one was... Wait, is it really that special? Here's your reward. Pokemon materials. Since you're part of Operation Starfall's battle unit, can I ask you something? What do you think of Team Star? They are pretty strong. Well, I've not battled many strong ones, but they would be strong for someone who going after them first. But I make sure I'm not underleveled at all. Most of them used to be victims of bullying, or they just found it hard to interact with people. But then these misfits and outsiders found each other and banded together to form Team Star. All they wanted was to push back against the bullies they couldn't face alone. But that's just info I got by hacking other students' social media accounts. I also found talk about some secret mastermind behind the 5 boxes, someone who recruited them to the team in the first place. I don't normally talk this much. Now my throat kind of hurts. So good luck with taking down the other bosses and stuff. Well, she definitely seems like she knows more. So now I can actually... It's the water gem. Which gem am I looking for? Oh, I'm working on the water gem. Okay. I thought I went here already. Huh. Okay. So I think that'll be it for today. Like I said, you will see I will be doing the gym leader battles on YouTube, not on Twitch. So you will see them there. But for now, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Of course, hitting the notification bell on YouTube so you get notified of all the upcoming videos. Please, thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing. Sharing, following, and subscribing on Twitch. And thank you for becoming a Patreon on patreon.net/Digital Dragons. Thank you and good night.